All right, so there's been a long-standing problem with a dog in my neighborhood that lives at 2331 Seabury Drive. I've got the first affidavit that I sent, and it's dated back on May 19th of 2014. That's when I observed this happening. So a little after that, I signed this first affidavit and shipped it off to Ms. Robinson. Probably, yeah, sometime around that time frame. I mean, this has been going on for a really long time. November of 2013, Ms. Robinson did send out a warning letter to the residents, letting them know that their dog is barking. Prior to that, you know, I had heard a lot of dog barking and whatnot, but I kind of let it go, and then I said, you know, we need to handle this situation, because at the time I was working a job that where I needed to sleep at night, and the dog was waking me not only up, you know, sometimes I would sleep in the afternoon, the dog would wake me up in the afternoon, wake me up in the morning. I mean, all hours in the night the dog was barking. So the warning letter was sent out. That didn't appear to have any effect. You know, the dog was still barking. So the first affidavit was sent out, and I have listed here on Monday, May 19th and Tuesday, May 20th, 2014, the dog present at the location continued barking on the porch area as well as the backyard of the residence. And then I noted a warning letter was sent to the residents in November of 2013 by Arundel County Animal Control. So that was the first affidavit. That was sent out. They did receive it. According to Ms. Robinson, they did go ahead and pay that fine. I would also like to note that the dog was not registered in Anne Arundel County. The dog still is not registered in Anne Arundel County, according to Ms. Robinson just today. So they did receive a fine for that also. So they paid the first one, nothing changed again. So I sent a second affidavit to Ms. Robinson, and I stated in that one on August 4th, 23rd, 25th, and 27th, the dog present at the location listed above continually barked in the porch area as well as the backyard of the residence. A citation letter was sent to the residents on May 20th of 2014 by Anne Arundel Animal Control, and the fine was paid. So I listed the date of occurrence was 8/4 of 2014. So as you can see, we're dealing with a really long time period here. So that's what we're here for today, is the second citation. So what I'd like to give you here, this is a Google Maps of where the residents and the dog lives, 2331, so you can get a satellite view. And I've got a listing here for you, Excel spreadsheet. I've taken 11 videos. We're talking over 14 minutes of video of this dog constantly barking that we're going to show you today. So pictures are worth 1,000 words, right? You're going to see this dog barking. I've got it zoomed on in. You're going to see him up on the porch area. He's been barking down in the backyard. He's been barking all times of the day. I've got a list of all dates and timestamps. These come right off of when I actually press the record button on my iPhone, and timestamp also. And then I've got a third column over here of affidavits, and that's basically a column for you to let you know that this video corresponds with the affidavit, even though in the affidavit I listed more videos that I have. Like I said, I've got 11 videos. The oldest one goes back to the first 5/19 of 2014. The newest video is January 25th of 2015, to just let you know the issue still hasn't been resolved. I mean, that was like, what, a week ago, and we're still having this issue. So you're going to clearly see that. So I'm going to submit to you those. I've got a copy of all of the residences. Yeah, multiple copies of the same thing. I think you're going to find this is a real cut and dry case after you see the videos. The dog is barking, waking me up. Now, what I did, I'll tell you actually how I took each video. I heard the dog barking, and I just grabbed my cell phone, my iPhone, and would just walk on over there from my residence on over there and just film the dog. So this isn't me going up there and just standing in front of their fence line. in making the dog bark or anything. This is me hearing the dog and then going on over there and recording the dog barking. There also is another dog from time to time there, but there is a primary brownish dog, I think with white tail, that you'll see. You'll notice that the dog's barking is the same. It's not like a low dog bark or anything, you know, to where you can say it's different. I asked Ms. Robinson, you know, why am I here today? You know, they paid the first bill, okay? So they received the letter, they paid the first bill. I mean, why would you pay the bill if you didn't believe your dog was doing it? She said that the defendant says that, you know, there's a lot of dogs in the area. Well, you'll see on the video, this is clearly her dog in her backyard. I mean, this is slam dunk. So let's go ahead and roll the video.
Now, and Mr. Grimes knows this earlier when he came in with the video when I tested it. He had two previous videos on here that you couldn't really see the dog in them. You could see something moving, but couldn't really see. So I fast forwarded to the one where you can actually see the dog itself.
And I'm happy. I've got a high definition here. If you'd like to actually see the dog up close,
You guys
it's a
see
little
this
bit better.
okay? Is there a glare? Can we turn the lights off? Maybe that'll help with the glare.
And if we could show a couple of clips
Yeah.
to get it.
Could you move one way or the other?
Sure. At the bottom, I've got each video. You'll see that corresponds on there with the video. I've got a date and time stamp at the bottom, which you'll see corresponds.
The closer you get, the more she's gonna bark.
She's actually up there now. She's walking on back. We'll fade into a couple more videos here. As you can see, I'm a ways away. She is up in the right-hand corner up there. You can see a little tail wagging.
She wants to see if you're coming to play with her. And it's just all day long. Just like this. Absolutely not.
Yep.
When do I get to speak?
I'm still showing me evidence.
That's my other one.
She seems awfully quiet to me now, Mr. Grimes. I mean, your concern is that this dog is barking incessantly
All the time.
all the time?
Yeah, I'm just showing you some samples of she's barking at all times of the day. I'm just happy to get a couple of video clips. I got 11 of them there showing.
Absolutely not. I do not let my dog out at all hours. My dog is an inside dog,
It
man.
goes out and then whenever it wants.
No, it does not.
I'm speaking.
Wait.
Mr. Grimes, where's your house in relation to the dot here? This is your house.
Yeah.
Go right on this?
Yep, sure. And I've got neighbors who I've gone and spoke with, and they say the same thing. They hear it all the time
And
too,
this is the
and it just
courtyard where
echoes
you're
right on
walking
down
through.
there.
Yeah. Do you have any of those neighbors here today?
No. And here you'll see, here you'll see the dog.
That's his house.
Because you're
You
walking
see
my
him right
fence
there
line.
on the fence. I mean, Anne Arundel County code is clear. I'll read it right here.
Golf course maybe?
Yeah, I think we're
Oh,
good.
okay.
I'm sorry.
Backyard.
Mr. Chairman, we're good with the video? Did you want to see any more of the video?
No, that's
And I just would like to state for the record, Article 12, Title 4, Subtitle 904, the animal disturbance prohibited. It is unlawful for a person who owns, keeps, or has possession of an animal to permit the animal to disturb the quiet of the person or neighborhood, and that's exactly what's happening here. And so I'd like to restate, this is how I film this. I'm in my house, I hear this dog barking, it's waking me up at all hours. I grab my cell phone, I knew this day might come, need video proof. As you can see, you see it. I walk on over there, videotape the dog, and then walk away. I've got over 11 videos. I mean, I don't see how it could be any clearer that this is breaking the law as described in Article 12 here. Do you have any questions for me?
What is the duration of each individual incident? Ballpark.
I would probably say sometimes it's up to 10 minutes. So it'll go out and then it'll go back in and then come back out. It'll hear somebody else and then go back in. And this is all hours of the day. It'll keep coming out. It'll bark for a little while until it sees somebody and then go right back on in.
Any
heard-
questions from,
Earlier, I heard you say something about working a job and you had to sleep at night. I noticed all the videos are during the day. Do you have any?
I do have one at night. It's dark. Would you like to see it? It's hard to see, but it's the same dog barking.
Okay.
But it is all hours. And I do work, at the time I was working a day
So
job.
you videoed a single incident of the nighttime?
Yes, I did.
I'll take your word for it.
In the evening, in the middle of the night?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
What time?
It was evening. Let me see if I. But I don't know if you, it appears to me irrelevant. It could be any time of the day, right, according to
what's
the
the
law.
date stamp on that one?
Which
A
one?
time stamp on that, the nighttime one.
Let me see if I can find that one. Stand by with me. If you'd like, I'll search for it and then let you know if you'd like to continue and then come back to me.
Okay, are there any other questions from the commission?
No, I have not.
Okay, all right, and do you have any other witnesses with you?
No, I do not.
Okay, all right,
I'm not gonna say my dog never barks because my house backs to the open area. There's a huge open area behind us, between us and the townhouses. And there's like at least 20-some townhouses that back to that open space. And people walk there, and there's a path back there, a bike and walking path, and people walk their dogs back there. And so, yes, my dog, but when somebody's approaching our fence like that, I think she thinks it's her area, you know, by our fence, and so she will bark if somebody's approaching, or if there's a dog back there, because some people let their dogs run off leash back there to fetch balls and stuff, and if they come close to our fence, she will bark at them. So I'm not saying, but I all hours of the day and night is I do not let, my dog is primarily an inside dog. We have a fence, we have a deck and a porch that she sometimes I do not let her out there for any length of time, like hours at a time or anything like that, you know. Go out, come back in, that's it. So all hours of the day and night, and my dog barking for any length of time is, and he did say that I got a warning, I did get a warning letter. There was no fine involved that first, and I have done my best to mitigate any, like, you know, getting her back in if she starts to bark, if somebody's back there by our back fence. You know, I get her in. And there's no way she can come in and out by herself. We do not have a dog door. She cannot get in and out of the house at will.
So the only time she goes in the backyard is when you let her out there?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Were you able to find your
Yeah.
timestamp?
So let me just see if this is the one. I had it on the 9th of January.
This year?
It's the dog barking. I'm walking over there and filming it, and the daytime stamp at 6:10 p.m. It's dark out. I mean, but like I said, I slept on my old job. I slept at all hours because I'd come over, get off the night shift at 7, and then come to bed, and I couldn't sleep. So, but the law doesn't say that there's got to be a certain time, as far as I'm aware of. It could be any time if the dog is disturbing the peace and quiet in the neighborhood.
So the shift that you're working now, are you working day shift or night shift?
I'm working day shift currently. But sometimes I do have to sleep, and sometimes I do have to go in on a night shift, and I have to sleep during the day.
I mean, and I just have to also say, for the record, there are other dogs who live in that. I mean, my dog isn't the only dog that ever barks.
But that was your house that we saw?
That was my house, yes, and he was
Yeah.
approaching my house with
Okay.
the dachshund thinks she has to protect it. If somebody's approaching our fence,
And quite honestly, my neighborhood's got a lot of dogs. I understand that. You know, dogs are going to probably bark a little bit here, but this has been going on since 2013. This is the reason why I'm coming here is this dog goes freely in and out. There's no way somebody lets their dog out like 10, 15 times a day to go and just bark and bark
there's
and
no
come
way.
on
I
out.
work all day.
Yeah,
I can't
so-
let my dog out 15 times a day. I never.
If you
I
want
don't
to see the
do
video,
that.
I've got all times of the day of the video.
The 213 affidavit, was that from you or was that from someone else?
213.
2013 affidavit.
So the first affidavit, let me get you the date.
No, it wasn't.
That was a warning letter.
We sent a barking letter.
Yeah, so
Okay.
she knows, she was on notice.
But you were notified by this
Mr.
gentleman?
Grimes,
Yes, okay.
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 Okay, Ms. Grimes, the Animal Control Commission has come to a decision. It is not a unanimous decision, but the decision is to dismiss the citation.
Okay, what's the reason?
That's what the commission decided. If you're not happy with the decision, you can certainly appeal it. District court on the appeal? I believe so.
Yeah. District Court for citations.
Yeah.
Is there any, can I get any sense of why? Can you give me some feedback? What can I do in the future?
It was not a unanimous decision. The deliberations are the deliberations, and if you're not happy with the decision, you can pursue it through the District Court of Appeals.
Okay, so it has to be a unanimous decision. If there's one dissenting, then
It just wasn't a unanimous decision
Okay.
to dismiss.
to dismiss?
Yeah.
Okay,
So we are dismissing it, and it was not unanimous.
okay. So you're dismissing the charges. I get it,
Yes.
okay. Okay.
So we're going to do diesel now.
Sir. Mr. Hammond, can I get some information on that appeal?
It'll all be in the letter you get from Animal Control.
Okay, thank you.